First on the boat. We're in Cannes, France this morning. We're trying to head into Monaco to watch the International Grand Prix, the F1 Formula 1 series. Monaco is its own country though, and the crew office has our passports. All we have is our Laminex, so we will find out fairly soon if we can get into Monaco. Missed our first train ride to Monte Carlo, and we have about 20 minutes to walk 7 blocks up the road, or we're gonna miss the next one, so we gotta go. Old French technology. No match has been found. Maybe we're not going there today. We need to talk to an actual person, I think. We're going to Monte Carlo! We had a friend named Kitty who we met on the train. She tried to get us into the hotel, but unfortunately, security would not let us in. 2 white guys don't speak French. There was no way we were gonna get in. So we're gonna look around, see what else we can find. So we finally arrived in Monte Carlo. It took us about an hour on train and we got here, so we're very excited. In the background you can actually hear the Grand Prix going on as we speak. The roar of these 2,000cc Formula 1 cars. Monte Carlo is a port city in Monaco, and it's along the French Riviera in the Mediterranean. Population about 30,000 people, although there's going to be a lot more here today because of the Grand Prix, and we are definitely ready to go check it out. So let's go check out this race. See if Visa lets us in the Grand Prix today. Road right. Road right, right, right. We are going to the Grand Prix de Monaco 2010. Remember kids, it's always important to wear protection on and off the race course. Harbor.
Okay. You go down on the boat. Yeah.
Now, I hear the race that way. The guy told us to go this way. Or at least we think that's what he told us. Should have paid more attention in French class. Road right. 1,672. You know what the guy said back there? He said turn left and then right, which we're taking up to this street. So we just totally made that unnecessary one. So below us right now is the Monaco Grand Prix. It's the Formula 1 race held in Monaco every year. This race started in 1929, has been running every year in the exact same course since. It's extremely loud. We're actually very, very far away right now, and I can barely hear myself talk. Now this course is very unique, because unlike a lot of other Grand Prix courses, this one is especially dangerous. It's extremely windy, there's elevation climbs, it zips in and out of the city, and there's even a tunnel. There's been 2 major crashes since its inception, where cars have actually gone over the seawall into the harbor. So hopefully that doesn't happen today, although it would make great video. It's actually been said that this course is so dangerous that if it wasn't already on the Grand Prix Tour, it would not be accepted due to safety concerns. A lot of drivers have been quoted saying that this race is worth 2 races in any other race because it's such a dangerous course. So this week is actually the old international race to Monaco. Next week is when the actual Indy cars come out, the big boys. This week is all the vintage cars. You'll see everything down there, everything's represented. Lotuses, McLarens, we have a little bit of everything out there today. It's gonna be an excellent race, so let's head down there and see if we can see some supercars. So we've been walking around Monte Carlo. It's a wonderful city. It's very French. It's beautiful, but the layout is absolutely ludicrous. It's built in the side of a mountain, a cliff, and we keep going back and forth, taking elevators. We can see the course. It's like right there. We can hear it, we can see it, but we can't get down there. We've been walking around lost for about 20 minutes, so it still looks like we're pretty far. Hopefully we actually get to see a race today. This is where I parked my car. I've been looking all over the damn city. Those valets, I don't know what you pay them for, but you always pay in euro and not Canadian. Found it, finally. Porte-toi. After like an hour of walking down, we practically walked down the entire mountain and we finally found it, so let's go. So we finally made it down to the Monte Carlo Grand Prix. We are in Grandstand A. It's awesome. All the old school cars are going by. It's very loud. These aren't even the big cars. These are little baby cars. The Indy cars next week are like 3 times the size of these cars. So we can barely hear ourselves talk right now. Next week, oh my God, they're gonna be thunderously loud. Right now there's a Lotus in the lead. I'm not sure what nationality. There's a Lotus in the lead, followed by a Maserati. The little Lotus is such a small, fast car that it's completely outrunning all the other cars. They keep coming by. There they come right now. It's awesome. We are very happy we came. The journey was worth it. It took us a while to get down here, but it is just awesome to see all these old vintage Formula One race cars in action. So there you go, Monte Carlo Grand Prix.
Really neat to see the old vintage cars go on the same track that they actually went on like 50 years ago. So it's a real privilege, good experience.
they just passed the checkered flag and an American won driving a Lotus. And they just gave out the wreaths and the medals, and they did the whole champagne squirt and doused each other. So it was very cool to see. So the race is now over, and the Lotus won. Lotus Elise.
Right, my name's Chris Holland and I'm from London, England, and I had the car for a couple of years now, and it raced in period here in 1967. I think it came third in the heat, fifth in the race, and it was ridden by Mike Knight in 1967, so it's back again.
Now what type of car is this?
This is a Brabham BT21. These Formula 3 cars run what they call screamer engines, which are 1000cc Cosworth engine, and they rev to 10.5, 11,000 revs, which is why they call them screamers. And if you heard it this morning, especially without the exhaust, they make a hell of a racket. They're quite tricky to drive because the engines are quite small capacity, and if you miss a gear, you go from first to last. Very daunting when you first drive it. Very technical, very tight, and it looks totally different with barriers to what it does when you drive around the streets. But after a couple of sessions, I mean, I'd love to go out there and race again now. I've never raced at Monaco before, and I've watched every race, every Formula 1 race here since I was a kid. So there's been a lot of those. So it's a real big thrill for me, really.
Okay, so the second race has started. This is the big boys playing now. We got way bigger cars, much more newer. They're like the modern Indy. They're like the modern Indy cars that you see at home. They are going so fast, it's awesome. We've seen 2 crashes in the last 5 minutes. It's a very dangerous course for them. They've actually, you can see they've slowed down because there's a major crash and they have pit crews out cleaning it up as we speak. They're barely moving right now, and it's so loud. These guys are what I came to see. I love the old cars, but these ones are the powerful, awesome cars. Great race so far. We'll see what happens. races. We saw the old school vintage cars, and then we got the brand new Grand Prix Formula 3 cars, which are a little bit smaller than the big ones you're used to at, say, the Indy 500, but they were still awesome. They were twice as loud and twice as fast as the small ones. But it was great to see both, because we got a little bit of history and a little bit of the new stuff. So we are now heading back to the ship, Princess Ship. We have about 30-ish minutes to get to find our train. Otherwise, we're going to be stranded here. It's a beautiful place to be stranded, but we kind of love our jobs, so we have to get going. So there you go.
Kind of lost now, so we're just asking random people for directions to where the train station is. So this guy is kind of leading us towards the train.
You didn't want to go? No. So we made it with 6 minutes to spare. We just got it. We actually beat the train. It's not even here yet, so everything is good. Success. Finally made it onto the train. Now we just have to cross our fingers this is the right one. We think this is the right one, so we'll find out.